It's been a while. I've been super busy lately, but I'm back. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to do one every single week because it's getting real busy for me now. But today, I thought we can make a chicken pork adobo in an Instant Pot because the Instant Pot is actually the easiest method of cooking now. Like, I try to use it. Like, it's good for ribs. It's good for adobo. And a friend of mine likes to make Instant Pot cheesecakes. So yeah. Okay, to start, we're gonna use 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. You want to make sure it coats the entire bottom of the thing. All right. Clean that later. All right, so now we got our pork in here. I'm gonna switch this thing around, so it's gonna be like a fun switcheroo thing. Cause the plug is on this side. Did not think that through. Oh man. Okay. So we got that down. Alright, so I got 2 pounds of pork that I cut up. It's good when it's in pieces. And I'm gonna plug these spots in now. And then we got our pork. So, alright. Sorry, this is kind of boring, but, yeah. Alright. You got that in? Oops. Don't waste any pork at all. Now, I am going to put it on saute mode, and then I'm going to go for, I think, 12 minutes to start, I think. So I'm going to let this saute, and then eventually I'm going to put in the chicken as well, and hopefully this will be brown. And you want to brown them on both sides of the pork. So we're going to take a little break while I'm sauteing this, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. So I am currently browning the pork in the Instant Pot, and I figured the Instant Pot is a little bit too crowded to put the chicken in at the same time, so I'm going to brown chicken on the stove here, but it's going to be added in the Instant Pot later on. So right now I'm browning some thighs, chicken thighs, and then I also have some chicken drumsticks as well. I'm not going to put them in here. This would overcrowd the pan. And you can hear it sizzle. And I am using the same vegetable oil. That way you don't blend in different oils. Normally I like to cut off the extra fat off chicken or pork, but this time for adobo I like to use as much of the fat. So it helps create more of a sauce with the chicken stock. So we're gonna brown these on both sides, and then let that go, and then we're gonna continue blending the pork. So sorry, and you can tell that's not done yet, but yeah, I don't want to put my thing in here because I would rather not have it fall in pork juice. But yeah, you can sort of see. No, it's kind of foggy up my thing right now, so you can tell. But it is browning, so we're doing good so far. I wanted to brown both sides, and then we're going to add the aromatics next in the pork, because it will blend in with the chicken and the pork later on. So you can see, I'm gonna flip it now. Not yet. Okay, so we're gonna let these brown. I'm gonna check on the pork. You can barely see my face right now, but I promise you it's gonna taste delicious. Right now it's raw, so We'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So, for anyone who doesn't know what adobo is, it is a Philippine dish that I've had since I was a kid. And my mom, my aunties, they would make this. And now I know how to make this now, so thank you for the teaching. So I am currently browning pork still, and it's starting to brown. But I'm about to add my aromatics now, so earlier I chopped up some onion off screen because once in a while it makes me cry. Literally, the one thing I don't like about onions is cutting them. That's the one thing, and I bet most people will say that too. So I'm gonna use a half a cup of chopped onions, and then I also minced up 4 cloves of garlic. So hopefully that's in there. And then I decided to add a little of my own thing because there was some ginger in there in the fridge I didn't know about. It's not old yet, thank God. But I'm going to use a teaspoon of ginger. Just a teaspoon. Because most adobo doesn't use ginger. Alright. So, I'm going to mix this in. And then, at the same time, I want to wash my hands. Because, like I said, if I touch this onion, I react so quickly. So we got our pork down. Oh, okay. That happened. So I'm gonna mix the aromatics and saute the onion, garlic, and ginger. So pork adobo or chicken adobo is a classic Philippine dish that you can order at any Philippine restaurant or you can learn how to make. And it's it is a classic, the most classic Philippine dish you can ever get. And I think you can see this right now. It's a camera. Yeah. Okay, well that turned off, but oh, it's sauteed on my thing. Alright, I'm gonna saute it for maybe 6 more minutes. Originally it was 12 minutes, but now I'm doing 6 minutes. Just to saute the aromatics now. Okay, got that down. I think I can. Okay, so I've flipped the chicken thighs, and now they look brown on one side. Well, these two didn't get brown enough, but I flipped them again. See, every time you will feel some drops of oil go on your arm or hand, but you know what? It's fine. Just figure it like a hot day. I'm gonna turn the fan up a bit. I'm gonna give you a hint. The one thing you should do every week, you should clean the under the fan, because there is guts you should clean out, and the problem is, and I'm not trying to be Gordon Ramsay, but he's right though, you do need to clean under your stove like every week, because it will just continuously it will continue to overfill. So I've been doing that every week now, so it's a good habit to do. So I'm gonna check on the pork again. I'm not gonna show it to you. Is it made my thing too blurry? Okay, we got our pork, and I'm gonna continue sauteing the pork and the chicken and with the aromatics, and later on we're gonna add the chicken to this and then make our adobo sauce, and we're gonna be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. So the thighs are still browning, but our pork is brown, so I decided to switch it up and do the drumsticks in the Instant Pot while the thighs are cooking on the stove, sauteing. Now the first thing you want to do, but you don't want to use Instant Pot setting yet. Like the pork, I'm going to saute this. And I got another one. And I really don't like messes, like any blood, juice. I just get rid of it immediately in the garbage. So I don't know if I explained it or if it was cut off a while ago. Adobo is a classic Philippine dish that I've loved since I was a kid. I learned how to make it from my aunties, my mom, and now I know how to make it. I just also use my own twist, like the ginger. Alright, so what is that? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna saute the pork. I mean, chicken legs. Oh my god. I'm losing it. Okay. Alright, we got that down. And then I'm going to use the same vegetable oil. Eyeball 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to put in saute mode for 12 minutes. And I think but remember, you can't just leave it like this. You gotta stir it around so all sides will be cooked. Alright, so next step, back to where I burned myself. No, not really. Well, now I just have to again. Alright. One habit I like to do now is like put an oven mitt on my arm so I don't feel the hot. Alright, that's starting to brown finally. And we can add that later on to the Instant Pot. This side needs to be brown more, so you don't want to brown too much because there's going to be cooking in the Instant Pot. But so far they look good. But we're just not going to eat them yet. We're going to put them in our lovely juicy adobo stew. So, and that is going to be so fun. That's going to be so fun to make, and hopefully, I know a lot of Filipinos know how to make chicken adobo or pork adobo. I mean, you can substitute with beef adobo, but mostly it's chicken or pork. But I'm gonna do a mix and do both at the same time. So hopefully that works out. And also, you don't like that's sliding everywhere. Alright, so I'm gonna deal with this. Get rid of all the red in this chicken, all the red in the chicken legs, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. So currently, this stew is now sauceless, but we're about to do the sauce now. I mean, it was like, where's the flavor? Where's the sauce? So I'm gonna do my one own thing again. Is normally this is not an adobo, but I've been a big thing of spice lately. So I'm gonna use like a tablespoon of sriracha. Alright. I got all the chicken and pork in there. Now I'm gonna also put like a tablespoon of oyster sauce. It gives it good flavor. When it comes out, I'm gonna saute again for maybe 7 minutes. So I want to saute with the sauce, and eventually I want to cover it with the lid pretty soon, but not yet. I'm gonna put like a tablespoon of oyster sauce. And there's a difference between oyster and fish sauce, so if you're wondering, well, oyster sauce is oysterific. That's not the difference though, but it's a sweeter sauce, like sweeter than soy sauce, but it's really good. I guess you can put on oysters too if you want, but I've never done that before. So, yeah. I'm gonna put a teaspoon of some black pepper. So just an eyeball of pepper. And then I'm now gonna put a cup of this Datu Puti cane sugar, and you can find this at any Philippine grocery store. I mean, you could possibly find it in a 99 Ranch market, but I've seen this mostly at the Philippine grocery store, and it's called a Seafood City. So I got, wait, oh, it's a cup, not half a cup, so I'm gonna put, well, I ran out, but good news, I have another one. So, I was like, oh no, I ran out. I'm actually glad I have a spare one. So we got a cup of Datu Puti. This looks like half a cup though, but don't worry, I put 2 half a cups in here for our Datu Puti cane sugar. I mean cane vinegar. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna do something else. Now I'm gonna put a 3rd cup of also a Silver Swan. 3rd cup of a Silver Swan soy sauce. And this is another cool brand I really like. I mean, you can use any brand of soy sauce. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a 3rd cup of this Silver Swan soy sauce. Silver Swan. No. Okay. And then I'm going to use a 3rd cup of this classic soy sauce. And hopefully it comes out soon. You want it to go all the way to the top. So all those flavors are melding, but we're gonna have to mix it up a bit. That way it's mixed up perfectly. And then next up we got our, that's what the half a cup was for. It was for the chicken stock. Alright, we got our half a cup of chicken stock. And we can see if we need to add more or not. So I'm gonna like, so you don't want to overfill the Instant Pot. So I might do another, I might do a cup of chicken stock this time. Because I kind of dulled recipe adding chicken to it. And this is a recipe for pork adobo that I found. And then, of course, I like to add a tablespoon, well, a classic thing you want to do is a tablespoon of black peppercorns. I'm not going to fill it to the top this time. Because, you know. So some people that don't like black peppercorns, it's okay. You don't have to use them. You have my respect. And then, okay, then you can see that while I'm mixing up. Oh good, so the sauce isn't to the top. That's actually a good thing. We don't want that to the top. But you can see that. I'm gonna mix this up. So I'm gonna use 2 hands. Sorry about that. I'm all over the place today, because when it's super hot over here, and when it gets super hot, I get tired easily. So I'm gonna like get this out. I'm gonna mix up certain things. Oh man. So I put like pieces of pork, some chicken thighs, some chicken legs. And it went in my mouth. It went in my mouth. It's not raw, thank God. I hope not. But no, it's sauteed, and it was juice. And the best part about this, I'm gonna use some of this sauce to hopefully make an adobo garlic rice. So I'm gonna add more sauce. It needs more, but you don't want to go all the way to the top though. Okay, like I said before. Okay, so we got that down, and once the sauce is good enough, okay. Okay, you want to also mix the sriracha. The sriracha, it looks like it's still to the top, and I think I want to mix it a little bit in here. So, okay. All right. So I'm gonna now use 3 bay leaves. These are bay leaves. They're common in chicken adobo. So because this is a bigger dish, I'm gonna use 4, and that's enough. Okay, that also creates an aromatic flavor. Alright, so I'm finally going to do this now. After getting splattered in my mouth with adobo sauce, I'm going to put the lid on, and then I am going to cook on high pressure. And you make sure it's on the sealed mode. What in the world? Okay, so I'm trying to figure this out right now. Water weirdly is on. That's not good. Okay, got it. Alright. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna put like okay, I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, pressure cook. Whoops. Oh, this is too much. I'll put high pressure, and then I'm gonna go for now, 20 minutes. And then we'll see how it goes, and hopefully when this is done, we'll be able to, I'm gonna be able to taste it. I don't think you guys are, but you can learn how to make it. I'll give you more details on how to make it since I've been all over the place. We're gonna let this cook, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back. So I have sauteed it for high pressure level for 20 minutes. So now I'm going to open the sealing vent. But I'm going to use this because this is hot steam and you want to be careful. So I'm going to lift it. Yeah, exactly. You have to be careful. Alright, let me just open for a bit. And it's best not to be near it. It is hot steam. So if you use an oven mitt when opening the sealing vent, because you are definitely going to feel a lot of hot pain when you open the steam on that. Right, so I'm going to let it naturally vent, and it's possibly around 10 minutes it will pressure release it. So in the meantime, I have been so out of place today, like saying like nobody's probably heard the recipe. So basically, when it gets hot, I think you don't know what you say. Alright, so basically I just use like a natural vegetable oil to like coat the chicken and pork and saute it. And then eventually later on, I add aromatics like 4 cloves of garlic, half a cup of chopped onions, and then for my own thing, I add a teaspoon of ginger so I wouldn't waste it all. I was supposed to use it for another dish and I forgot about it, so it didn't look moldy at all, so it was good to use. And then afterwards, after all the sauteing, I would eventually make the sauce with my own thing of a tablespoon of sriracha and then a tablespoon of oyster sauce. But of course, the main thing that people use in classic adobo is white vinegar. But I use a cup of the Datu Puti cane sugar. And Datu Puti is a Philippine brand you can find at Philippine grocery stores like Seafood City. It could possibly be at 99 Ranch Market, but my bet would be at Seafood City. And Dr. Puti also makes oyster sauce as well. But also, I use a third cup of the Silver Swan soy sauce, which is another Philippine brand. And then I use a third cup of like a normal brand, like a Kikkoman soy sauce. And then after that, I put a cup of chicken stock, of course. And because there was a lot of meat, I put 4 bay leaves. Normally you can put 3 bay leaves. And then of course I put like a teaspoon of cracked black pepper. And then sometimes people like to put peppercorns, so I put like half a tablespoon of black peppercorns. And normally, yeah, people like to use a lot of peppercorns in adobo. So I'm waiting for this to open and to vent. And once it ends venting, we can check out what it looks like and possibly taste it. But unfortunately, we're not going to taste it yet. We are going to saute it again to make the sauce thicker. And then we might use some of the sauce to make this adobo garlic rice. So I'm going to mince some more garlic for the rice, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So now, all the steam's gone, and we're going to open it now. And, ooh. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Look at that. It looks saucy enough, but I want to make the sauce a little bit thicker, so I am going to saute it again for just 10 minutes. And I'm going to stir it up. And I'm going to use some of the sauce for the adobo garlic rice. Look at that. The meat's coming off it. That's a good thing. No, you don't. It's a good thing that the meat can come off sometimes, because now it looks delicious. So I'm gonna mix this up a bit. That way, I'm gonna take. All right. So we got our meat done, and now I'm gonna set up and do the rice, and then we're gonna be right back. All right, we now got our rice here. So some of you might know this tip, but some people might not know this tip. So I'm gonna put some water in the rice and swirl it around. But here's the thing: most chefs and most people should know that. Look at that. The reason why the water is so white is because it's the starch coming off the rice. So basically, you want to do the rice, you want to continue doing this method until the water turns clear. And then that means the rice is good for cooking. So, I have a rice cooker, and most people sometimes don't have a rice cooker. And that's okay. You can also cook it on a pot on the stove as well if you don't have a rice cooker, but a rice cooker is the easiest thing to cook rice. And I've always had a rice cooker since I was a kid. it's a big thing. We've had a lot of rice over the years. That goes with anything. But I'm gonna see if I can try and make this adobo garlic rice. So basically, I'm gonna use water in this. And then once it's clear enough, I'm gonna possibly replace it with the adobo sauce. And right now, you can see it's not clear yet. It's still white and milky. Basically, milky water is not good for rice. It means the rice is too starchy and... So I like to use like California brands of rice because this rice has no problem at all. And I like that a lot. Because there's some rice in certain states that might have some chemicals or some things. I don't know, I might have read something about it, but most of this rice that's grown in California is actually safe. So I like to use like California brands of rice. Alright, so I don't know if we have it the water clear yet. So let's see. It's clear. Did we get clear water? I think I'm almost there. Almost. I'm getting close now. So, okay. I think, yeah. Look at that. That looks clear. All right. I like that a lot. I just got an update right now. I just looked at an update for something and I'm doing this right now. It's hilarious. Alright, so I want to get all the rice off my hands. And then... Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to dry this off. Because... just in case. Alright. That's gonna fall, but we'll deal with that later. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to add. I'm gonna use a ladle. And, wow, it's bubbling. But I'm gonna take some. Some of this. Whoa! Look at that. That's like sauteing really good. But I want to be careful though. I'm gonna put some. Wow. I'm actually glad I put like not a lot of peppercorns in here. Some people don't like the bite in the peppercorns. I've ever dated someone one time and I made adobo for her. She did not like the peppercorns. And I want to see if this is enough liquid. Oh. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna like check this out and see if that's enough. Well, you can't see, unfortunately, but I'm trying to see if that's enough liquid. I'm gonna put like a little bit more. Alright. And then I got 3 cloves of garlic I chopped up again. Some more garlic I chopped. Okay, you can not see me, but that's okay. Alright. So you have 3 cloves of garlic. Pardon the camera stuff. It's a work in progress still. I should really think about getting like a camera put like on the possibly on the ceiling of a stove or the kitchen, but I don't know. But I'll mix some garlic in here, and then I like to use this cover for the rice. Most rice cookers have these covers now, so I actually like that. Okay. I'm gonna plug the rice cooker in. And then I'm gonna set it to cook. We're gonna wait for that to finish, the meat to finish. Oh, don't forget the lid. Alright, so I set this to cook. The meat's still sauteing to make the sauce thicker, and when this is all done, we're gonna try this. And we'll be right back. Hey, we're back. So our rice is fully cooked. But another trick you want to do with your rice, you want to fluff it with a fork. But try not to scratch your rice cooker pot though, which I'm trying not to. Like just gently fluff the rice with a fork so it looks, fluff it up. That's another trick you need to know as well. Fluffing up rice after it's done cooking. Alright. Okay, you also want to mix the garlic in there too as well. Now I'm going to use an actual rice spoon and stir it up. Even the garlic you want to mix in there too so you can get the flavor and stuff. So, oh man. Oh. Okay. We got some little brown piece in here, but it's from the sauce. It's not bad. Okay, I know the meat is definitely done as well, so I'm wondering. I'm gonna leave that unbent for now. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for that to finish venting, and then I'm gonna try this, and hopefully it's gonna taste good. It's gonna taste good. It's not raw. It's not nothing. I checked it and everything, so we'll come back, and then I'm gonna try the rice. I'm gonna try the meat, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back. So it took a while. It was a fiasco, but it was a venting fiasco. So now I'm finally gonna try this. So I'm gonna take some rice. And only use a fork for fluffing rice. So now I'm just using a rice spoon. I'm gonna try a little bit. I'm not gonna eat it all because I'm saving this later for people. A little bit of rice. Alright. And I'm gonna take maybe a chicken wing and some pieces of pork. Alright. Wow. That looks tender. It just broke. Okay, I think that's enough. Alright. I'm gonna set this to keep warm for now. I'm saving this for later for tonight. Oh my god. Okay, put that. No. I want that vented. Alright. Just gonna keep down, keep warm. Alright, you can see a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna try. Actually, yikes. What I like to do too, I forgot that. I'm gonna add a little bit of sauce on top. I don't want peppercorn right now. I don't want 3 peppercorns. That's not. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna put some sauce. Drape it over. Okay. And now I'm just gonna now keep it on keep warm. Wow. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. There's a tennis match on right now. Okay, so I'm gonna try this now. Look how tender it is. It breaks apart so easily. And now I'm gonna try some, and hopefully it tastes good. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I taste it. I, that's definitely adobo. Now I'm gonna taste the pork now. It's definitely not raw. It's good. It's a lot of flavor in it too. And the rice, mm, you get the flavor in the rice, the flavor in the pork, the chicken. It's so good. Mm. So this does sometimes take a while, so be patient. Doesn't take that long. I just had a little bit of fiasco, but if you do it in the Instant Pot, just put it on high pressure for 15 to 20 minutes. But if you're just gonna do like pork or just chicken, or I'd just go for 15 minutes. And you'll be fine. If you don't have an Instant Pot, you can also use a slow cooker and look up like how long to do it in a slow cooker. Or the classic way, you can cook it on the stove. I'm gonna finish this because this is so good, and I hope to come up with more recipes soon. You also get a little bite of the sriracha. Not like a giant spicy bite, but you get a little, just a tiny little kick, which I really like so much. Okay, I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna save the rest for later with some people, and I hope to do more of these videos as soon as possible. So thank you so much, and sorry for all the craziness right now in my head, but yeah, I wasn't focused. I have a lot of things going on today, so next time it'll be more organized. I'm gonna finish a little bit of this, and I'll see you soon. Bye.